Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us here for North Dakota Today. I'm Lisa Beddoe here with Chris Berg. You had a busy night last night.
Yeah, we bumped into your friend.
Who I talk about a lot all the time. She is the mom who has it all together, who can handle 20 kids in her house.
I was going to say.
And she's cool as can be. Yes.
She had 4 of them with her last night, and she's just kind of like, you know, one of them's jumping on her, one of them's over here. She's had the whole thing kind of managed, and
yeah, she's like mom goals, Rachel. So she texted me, she's like, Chris is at back to school night. So you guys have kids in the same class this year.
So her son is going to be in Isabella's class, and it was great to be back at school. I mean, Isabella's so excited. So the desks are set up, I guess, you can kind of say like this. So Isabella's here, and then her best friend's going to be right here. And I mean,
oh, nice.
I know. It is nice, but
I was going to say, sometimes the teachers will move them, though, because best friends tend to talk too much.
I said, okay, we all realize that once that bell rings, there's no talking, right? And that'll last for like 3 minutes. And then Isabella will be like, tss, tss. You know, 3rd grade, and she's super excited. She's going back to a new school this year, so she's excited about that. And she's bummed, though, because now, you know, tonight she goes to bed at 8:30, has to get up early.
Summer schedule is done.
We'll see how that goes. Yes.
It never happens. She's going to be too excited to sleep anyway.
I know. She'll be all fired up, and then if you're parents, you realize what you deal with. But hopefully by Monday, we'll be back on track and good to go.
Back to school night in West Fargo is on Thursday. And for some reason, because I've been back to school shopping for a while, but we hadn't done back to school supplies, so we just did our Target and Walmart run last night. There were a lot of empty bins, and my girls were like, there's no markers in here.
Yes, but you're going to look good. And that's what matters when you show up at school.
I focused on the clothing and not on the school supplies. We actually did find everything. You just have to look around, and they put stuff in other aisles and stuff. I could show off my receipt. I'm like,
don't worry about it.
Do you really need that many folders? My girls were like, I'm like, okay, we're just going to get stuff on the list because we've been spending a lot of money. And we walked in the door, so they're like, I want this, I want, like Marley actually was like, she got shaking. So excited. She wanted like 10 binders. And afterwards she's like, Mom, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. I just got so excited. So she knew it. She's 10. But it's, you know, you get to pick out. They had themes for their colors, you know.
Oh, that's nice.
So much unicorn stuff for my 6-year-old and Marley. I know, I barely made it 2 days before back to school.
So do they have the day planner like you do kind of thing, or?
No, I just handle it for everyone. I'm very controlling. I do have it marked in because back to dance night is tonight for Just for Kicks. That's in my planner. It could be in Marley's. I should get her.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
If she becomes her mother, she has a long life ahead of her, but Marley should start writing down everything because, you know, swimming lessons start like, you know, the week after.
Oh.
So we have dance starts when school starts and swimming lessons, and I put everything in my planner.
Where are you doing the swimming lessons at? Inside somewhere?
Yep, at Family Wellness.
Oh, nice.
So Bailey is both girls are great swimmers. Marley's a shark, which is the top level, but she sometimes still takes classes just to to stay on top of her game.
Did you swim in high school?
Not competitively, but I was a lifeguard back in the day. I did teach swimming lessons.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so and you know, being in Lakes Country and stuff, it's important for the kids to know how to swim.
So that's the Michael Phelps connection. I was always wondering, like, why does she want to meet Michael Phelps about?
Yeah, I don't know, but I do love swimming and swimming lessons and water.
Interesting.
So one day, that's on my bucket list, to meet or at least listen to Michael Phelps.
Because you told me you are what sign again?
Pisces, so I'm a fish.
Right? Yeah, so okay.
It makes sense then,
we just
right?
wrapped it all up right there for you.
There you go.
All right, we go to break now? Or?
Yes. All is well with the world. Okay, so talking about kids and kids going back to school and social media, do you know what the latest trend? This is what you were like talking about right before the show started.
I just saw the headline. It says now that the new thing is the fire challenge for teens.
Yeah, they're lighting themselves on fire. Remember they were eating Tide Pods? We thought it could not get worse than that. Well, it did. The fire challenge is the latest teen trend. This is what they do. They douse themselves with flammable chemicals, and then they light themselves on fire. I think we have some of the videos. Sometimes there's someone there to throw water on them. But look at this. So, but, you know, obviously this one here looks much worse. The whole body goes up and...
Oh my gosh.
Why? And, you know, people want to get a lot of likes. They think that this is, you know, funny, fire starters.
Can you look at the girl? She's like, ooh, this lights up. Yeah, that's why you don't have. Oh my gosh.
So we actually have talked to firefighters and, you know, like, okay, you're getting some likes, you're getting a lot of attention right now, but you're also going to have scars all over your body. You know, I was thinking, no eyebrows, the amount of hairspray that I wear in my hair, poof.
I shouldn't laugh, but it just, I look at this and you're going, what
Why?
are they thinking?
Well, this is a bit of good news. YouTube says, you know, they're against this, and if they see these kind of videos, they're actually taking them down right away. But I guess they have to be flagged first, and kids are, you know, pretty fast with seeing these and watching them, and just why don't do it? You know, I don't know why they do it.
How'd you even find that story?
It's what the kids are talking about now. It's the latest viral challenge. You know?
Unbelievable.
Let's go back to, like, you know, doing the shiggy instead. That's a better.
Yeah, that one.
That was also dangerous, though, but not as much as lighting yourself on fire.
But okay, I'll take that, because some people would get out of their car doing the shiggy, but
But you don't have to do that either.
no.
So Bison news. We've been talking about Bison football. The countdown is on. I'm so excited for Bison Fridays. That's going to start not this Friday, but the next Friday, ahead of first Bison.
Yeah, we're like, what, 10 days away?
And you know how I love to follow up and see where all the former Bison players are going. So we have an update in case you're a Bison fanatic like myself. Nick DeLuca, did you hear this, is now signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars. He was just released by the Tennessee Titans after signing with the team as an undrafted free agent in April. That guy is amazing. Remember a couple years back, I went to the Hawkeyes game when the Bison beat the Hawkeyes, and this was, I think he may have been hurt before this, but he was amazing in that game. And then you knew he was, this guy's going to be around, I think, for a while.
I hope so. I mean, he had a great career, then he had the injuries, and you get the NFL, it's a whole new ball game. I mean, you literally are like, you know, a branded cow. It's like, okay, can you play? Seriously, can you play? Great. If not, you know, too bad. See you later. And so hopefully the Jaguars, sometimes they bring guys in just for practice. Hopefully he's going to stick around and at least make the practice squad, you know?
I hope so. I like that guy. He's worked very hard.
Some other football news. You see what UND did yesterday?
No.
They chose their starting QB. So UND actually kicks off the season, I think, 8 days from today. I think it's next Thursday. They have a Thursday night game. So they chose their starting QB, and they're going to roll with this guy and see what happens.
So which one did they pick? Because there was the younger, right? Was there a younger guy, a sophomore and a senior? Or what was the...
So he was really good against cover 4, and then...
you know, you see my eyes rolling to the back of my head. Because I do remember hearing some about
State.
that there was some controversy on who was going to get the position.
He transferred from Sac State, and so now he is good to go. And you know, I'd love to see, because they had a tough year last year. They had some high expectations.
A lot of injuries, didn't they?
They didn't quite perform very well. I can't think of his name right now, but they've got the player that transferred, and it will come to me, but he transferred from University of Minnesota up to UND, played at Fargo South, had a great career at South.
Okay. So
Johannesson.
that's kind of why you are following him a little bit, too.
So Johannesson's going to be playing this year. It'll be fun to see him do his thing as well, because he was just crushing it as a Bruin. Then he went down to U of M. They went through the coaching change and all that kind of stuff, and he just didn't feel like it was the right fit for him, and so now's his year.
I'm excited. You're giving the Fighting Hawks some love, too. I do tend to talk about I love UND hockey, so I do talk about that, but I don't talk about the football team as much. But I would love to see UND and NDSU get back to that, you know, competitive level when we really have that. It was fun back in the day when I was in college and going to those games. And
so great.
We need that. We need that again. It'll happen again, for sure. Everything's cyclical on, you know, who's winning.
Why don't you talk to a couple ADs? Why don't you go negotiate a deal and get her done, Budo?
I'll work on that.
Clearly, you're wearing Gucci today. I mean, you already got that negotiated deal done. So
I do like to talk myself into a lot of deals. That's for sure. Okay, are you a Katy Perry fan?
Only from. Do you remember the movie The Interview? That was about the guy that went over to interview Kim Jong-un.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever see that? Oh, my gosh. It was hysterical.
I didn't see it, but I remember it.
So, allegedly in the film, you know, Kim Jong-un was this big Katy Perry fan, and he would sit there in his tank, and he'd be, fireworks. And I can't remember, who's the guy that plays... James Franco plays the guy that does the interview, and Franco is phenomenal in it. He's in the tank, like, having fun with him in it. if you haven't seen it and you love like just stupid humor and James Franco, it's a great film.
Well, I should have done
I don't know
my
how I got to
homework.
Katy Perry from there.
I followed you. There we go. Well, I love, and I love Katy Perry, so I wanted to share this story with you today. Someone got proposed to on stage at a Katy Perry concert. Fans at her show witnessed a man proposing to his girlfriend about midway through the pop star's concert. Of course, Katy Perry and the crowd cheered as the man dropped on one knee and asked, "Will you marry me?" The pop star can be seen on stage joyfully imitating the man and getting down on one knee herself. Like, how do you get permission? Like,
I know,
okay,
right?
Like, I know it's great for her fans, and Katy Perry is obviously, I mean, you're never going to forget that proposal, right?
No.
And you can't say no if Katy Perry is like right there too. So she thought it was just a win to get to go to the Katy Perry concert, but then she also got to leave with a ring. Good stuff. Okay, and then I already talked about this.
What's your favorite Katy Perry song? I want to hear you do a couple renditions here. Do you like fireworks?
I do like fireworks,
Yeah.
although like I do Body Pump Les Mills, like, and it's I believe it's a lunge track, and it's one of the hardest songs. I think of songs that go with your workouts. I don't know. I actually went to a Katy. I don't know why I'm blanking. I'm like picturing all. Oh, I could say I Kissed a Girl, and that's opening a whole new can of worms. That was one of her first one. I can't sing, and you can keep trying, but I'm not going to sing on air.
No, I mean, if you just had a few
some
words.
of her other ones. Oh, I went to Katy Perry when she was at the Fargo Dome, and she's actually there were a ton of kids there. I didn't know Katy Perry was so kid-friendly. In fact, when I Kissed a Girl came on, I was like, oh my gosh, how is she going to handle this I'm sitting there with my 5-year-old, and it was not like you would think. She was very cool about it. Okay, so we have some cool Drake news for you. This is just for you today, Chris.
Thank you for that.
Let's listen.
Oh my God! You asked me to come, I'm here.
Drake, once again, making girls happy. Check this out. This is little Sophia Sanchez. She's just 11. She's awaiting a heart transplant, but she got a big dose of heart when her idol, rapper Drake, surprised her in her hospital room this week for her birthday. His trip to see the 11-year-old came actually after this, the popular Kiki Challenge.
She did it?
Yes.
Do we have video of her doing it?
I don't know if we have video of her doing it, but I think that's how she was able to catch his attention.
Why are you calling it the Kiki Challenge? You're getting away from Shiggy, who started it. You gotta call it the Shiggy.
The Kiki. I think it's the kids who call it the Kiki song. So, but how cool. We talk about Drake doing good things and giving back.
Yeah, if you've never seen his video, have you ever seen God's Plan?
God's Plan, yep.
It's phenomenal. Like, it was like $1 million budget for the plan, and for the video, I should say, they start the video going, hey, the budget was like $1 million. We gave all this money away, and then they go and video him going out and just literally like handing wads of cash and cars to people, and it's great because he'll like be rolling around. It looks like he's on Miami Beach, and these people will be sitting there, and they have a bunch of kids, and Drake will kind of like sneak up on them and just plop down, and they turn like, oh my gosh, and then he hands them, a few grand, and it's great. Wouldn't that be the life? You just roll around Miami Beach and just hand out cash?
Right. Well, when you make it big, I guess that's what you get to do. Good stuff. All right, we have a ton to talk about today on our show as well. More back-to-school advice. We're going to be talking about kids going back to the maybe football field. We're going to be talking about sports injuries, concussions.
When does Friday Night Lights start? Do you know? Is it this weekend?
Maybe, because some schools have started.
Yeah. So, Omniscient Tony, do you know?
Okay, well, that's
more at Spuds next Friday. So that sounds about right.
Well, we're going to be talking to the experts at Sanford Health, getting some advice for your young athlete. We're going to get some fashion advice on how to make the most out of what you already have in your closet.
Gucci.
I have a lot of Gucci in my closet.
That is so Gucci what you have on right now. Is it? For real?
No, it's not. Oh. I was like, well, it is. I got a raise, and I spent it all on this dress. Okay, but next, I'm excited about this. They are helping couples grow closer together in an unconventional way. We're going to get some couples advice, Chris. We're kind of like a married couple at work. Stay with us.